What's up? Welcome to the new year. Okay, so earlier tonight, yeah, tonight, the new trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania came out, right? And I was dumb hyped. But something kept nagging at me. You know, like how you get like that thought in your head, it refuses to go away? And it really had to do with a conversation between both Scott and Kang, where Kang's basically like, the devil in the bargain. I can give you what you want. I can give you back time. And then they show basically a montage, which looking back on it now, I don't think I'm going to love this trailer as much as I love the first trailer. But they show you basically a montage of young Cassie and Scott, and basically this feeling that Scott has of him missing a ton of time being able to push Cassie in a better direction so that she could be a better person. And now she's basically falling into the bad habits that he has when we see that she's been arrested and he has to bail her out of jail. And it seems as though Scott is going to agree to this bargain, because we see that wherever Scott is, and I don't know whether or not it's a power that Kang uses or demonstration that Kang shows him, we see that Scott basically bridges into two separate versions of Ant-Man, which I can assume is the original Scott and a variant that are created because the time-way splits. But then we see that like the time-way keeps splitting and it keeps being more and more different versions of Ant-Man than a version of Giant Man running down the field. Now, here's the thing. At the end of Endgame, Tony Stark sacrifices his life, which he gets. Well, the plan is to get the gauntlet to Bruce. Bruce does the snap. The snap was to bring everyone who disappeared 5 years ago back to current day. Not to undo the last 5 years, but to basically bring back all the people that were presumed dead but were just erased from the timeline. They do that. These people come back. Now, for Cassie, we don't actually know, at least I've never seen anything that says, whether or not her mother and her stepfather were erased away. I haven't seen anything online in reference to this. Who knows? But when Scott comes back and he finds her, you can see that he's on some level shocked. Well, of course he would be on a ridiculously level shocked that he's basically actually missed 5 years. That's when he runs off to get the Avengers. On the complete flip side of that, Tony did not miss those 5 years. He lived in those 5 years, and him and Pepper ended up having their daughter. And the reason for Tony wanting to protect basically the timeline was to make sure that his daughter didn't get erased if they were to snap and reverse time by 5 years. Scott Lang is about to piss all over Tony Stark's sacrifice. And the more and more I think about it, the angrier and angrier I'm low-key becoming. Because I can understand that we are talking about a two sides of the coin situation. One is a father who is removed from the timeline and returns 5 years later and misses basically the growth, the childhood of his child. And he's thrusted into a situation where he has to go to war, where he might die, and then he comes back and tries to sit down and tries to acclimate to this new life and her new age, and he can't do it because he doesn't understand the little girl that's in front of him because he's missed 5 years. On the flip side of that, you have Tony, where he didn't miss the 5 years. He got to raise Morgan, and then he died, sacrificing himself for the people who died and for his daughter's essential future. Here's the thing that I don't think Scott is going to understand until maybe halfway or 3/4 of the way into this movie, which is the decision to basically get that time back is to undo everything that Ant-Man, that Iron Man, and all the other heroes that died sacrificed themselves for. And when he realizes that, it's already going to be too late. I don't know whether or not, well, at least from the end of this trailer, like I said, this trailer pissed me off on a couple levels, because I really don't feel as though they needed to include the fight between Scott and Kang on that ship. They could have left that out. They didn't need to include the fact that Cassie's been going to jail. They could have left that out. There was a bunch of things that I feel as though like this trailer showed too much, And like it's kind of like, I know it's supposed to create hype because I am dumb hyped to see Kang and Jonathan Majors as Kang, but at the exact same time, I'm just like, the route that you're going here, I don't think I'm going to enjoy it as much as you think I'm going to enjoy it. I'm still going to see the fucking movie, absolutely, but I'm not liking at least the wisps that I'm seeing. I'm not liking the wisps currently that I'm seeing, and it has me like really nervous, because there's a major way that if you choose to go down this route and it's not good, you're gonna piss off a lot of fucking people, because this trailer already low-key kind of annoyed me. Like I said, like I don't like seeing things spoiled in trailers that I would enjoy in the movie. Like, imagine you're sitting down watching the movie and you had never seen the brawl between Ant-Man and Kang. Then all of a sudden Ant-Man somehow gets like the upper hand on Kang, uses his tech, blows up his suit, fractures his suit, him and Kang are wrecking. Kang uppercuts him, knocks him on the floor, walks up and just boots him when he's on the floor and cracks his mask off. That's dope as shit. That's completely fucking gone now because it was thrown into like a 5-second trailer. But let me know how you feel. Like, are you as apprehensive as I am? I am not feeling this new trailer. I don't like the idea of, like, I can understand where Scott's coming from as like a father, where he's like, you know, I've missed so much, I just want to get that time back. But at the exact same time, it's kind of pissing on the legacy of the heroes that sacrifice themselves, because at this point in time, it's like, Scott, you understood what you were fighting for at the end of Endgame. What's all this? we're just retreading ground here, and I'm not digging it. But that's the end of the video. Welcome to 2023, people. First of many videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.